I first started noticing it when I was in board meetings, because I was on a lot of boards back in the late 80s. I started becoming very silent in the board meetings, very, very still inside. And I noticed that instead of thinking, there was a knowing happening, a knowing what was going on, a knowing which direction to go, and which direction not to go. But it wasn't forceful, and it was very soft. And as I started listening to it, I realized I had to become more silent to hear it. And so I would become more silent and listen to it. And in looking into the silence, I found so much beauty that I fell in love with that. Yes, good question. As I was listening, deeply listening, there was still comments being made somewhere. Little comments. Not important comments, but quiet comments. And I realized that even they were in the way. Even they were too noisy. That I had to go totally silent on inside, not just partially silent, to really, really listen, to really, really hear. And so I talk about more silence. Because originally I came from a place of noisiness. Right. Originally I came from a noisy place. And I was looking, it was nice to be in a board meeting where there was a lot of men and women having, putting up fierce, bold statements in their power, and realizing that in backing off and becoming more quiet, I could really, really read them a lot better. And it was because of the silence and the inner knowing. Because in that silence and inner knowing, I wasn't buying the performance. I was more in touch with the whole energy of the whole thing. A whole different way of being in a board meeting. And it was during that period that I realized I didn't want to be a businessman anymore. And I wanted to pursue the way of the heart. And so I gave my companies up at that stage. I knew there was something more, there was something better. I knew that my direction in life had changed. And I'd been very successful in business, but it was empty for me now. There was something more beautiful. There was another way to go.